far as improvements in education, I would just, like to see the violence go down in schools a lot because, I mean, it's not really necessary for people to be getting shot, get beat up because what colors they wear to school or because a gang just want to jump on somebody because they don't know anybody,
My young brothers in the hood is knowing we ain't growing, but showing no signs of stopping. I'm watching and I'm not liking where this is going. Growing in spurts from Generation X to the XD generation, chasing dreams of being the next American gangster. Thanks to the word wankster, brothers traded in goals in life for the right to be two quarters. You see, these are the new orders of slavery. I'm made to see how white still overpowers black, even in 2009. See, when I stare into my young brother's eyes, I see white overpowering pupils dilated from popping personal product. The sawbuck urn purchases the white tee, big enough to cover the black skin, as well as have the black soul embodied in black men who never learned how to be the black man God molded them to be.
I need you to name for me who is over the entire safety networks and who's also over the Department of Human Services.
Dr. Carol
Dr. Carol Adams. Come on, Dr. Carol Adams. See if you got something for him. And I want you to really tell them what you do for these young people and what you're about.
After this, when we have after the next panel, I'm gonna do my footwork. Okay. But in the meantime, I just want to give away the laptop and thank you all for being so excellent today. I really love the work that you do, the work that you do in your community every day. Don't you think this is great for our first Congress? So I want you all to keep on planning. I want us to have a situation where everything we have, you plan it.
In the house like mice in a wall or a mouse in the kitchen or that guy on the couch passed out from the night before. See, this is what I got a license for. Make it look like it take less effort. It's the cake taste tester. Face it, if we make it, then the cake tastes better. Chef homeboy RD, they tryna steal our recipe. First gotta add a little ketchup. So rest up, baby, please don't doubt them. Every song I make it sound like a best of album. But I ain't dead jet lag every day. And I said that cause I be on so many planes. It takes training to get like this. How you gonna tell me it's raining when it's only...
The statewide dropout rate for African Americans is 11,360 students. For Hispanics, it's 7,553. Together, that number compiled is 18,913 students that drop out a year. Approximately 45% is forced out due to the zero tolerance law. Fighting is an automatic 10 days. 2 fights, 20 days. 20 days you fail high school. Even though this law is supposed to be not de jure, it is still de facto, meaning that the culture still remains. So how can we together lower the dropout rate, stop the violence in the community, and save our children and give them a better future?
We're setting them up for failure, right? Because their classmates have been studying all along. And so re-entry programs that will first assess where is that kid with their schoolwork relative to their classmates, then finding a program with intensive tutoring to try to get those students caught up, and then keep them caught up, because even if they come back, if they're behind, right, they're going to need extra help. And it's our job to provide that extra help.
And unemployment is a way of disciplining you because they don't let you in the door. And if you don't get in the door, you're being disciplined out. So I think you have to be aware when we start to talk about this as people. I think the idea that you have is important to say that we need to work on relationships and we need to work on relational issues in the school system. But I think we need to have a balance and understanding that a lot of things that happen in school, youth can address if youth work with youth.
I build services for kids who no one else wants to deal with. I deal with the 8% of the kids who commit 55% of the crime, and everyone says that these kids are never going to be anything. Those are the kids that I work with. I was one of those kids. I got shot in my back at 17 for being the leader of a street gang in New York, and almost bled to death on the sidewalk. And I went from that to sit here today. So I'm here to tell you that whatever you want to do with your life, you could do it.
Just letting us keep our youth programs, that's really what we need. We need our youth programs to keep us off the streets. yes, our youth programs is actually giving us something to do, because without our youth programs, we could probably be on the streets somewhere. If we be on the streets, we probably gonna be killing each other. And that's
I love today. It has so much energy. I love the fact that this was a youth-driven summit, that the youth brought the decision makers in front of them, and we had to listen. They were able to give us suggestions as well as raise questions. I think there's a lot of good that's going to come out of the day.
So some of the questions were answered, and there are plenty more issues that certainly need to be addressed. But I thought this was a fine example of what we can do community-based, and what we can do with some of the administrative or executive branch coming into the community and actually get an idea of what's going on from a eye view or a live interaction with them.
Right, it's showing that the youth care about their organization and their community.
I think this learning experience was a good thing for us, to come out, see what's going on in the neighborhood, what we can do to prevent from wrong things getting into the neighborhood.
Actually, I think it went better than we thought it was going to go good, but I think it actually went great because we got a lot of questions out for the panelists, and they answered a lot of questions for us youth about actually getting stuff done in our community.
Sad in my heart that the media did not really pick that up. That here's a group of 500 young people from all these different communities, no violence, no problems, just talking about in terms of their issues.
Town hall meeting went great. We had a large outpour. We had a large presence of youth. But the most important is the follow-up to the town hall meeting, consistency. That's what's most important.
The Safety Networks focuses on youth leadership because youth are able to speak for themselves. It's a big mistake for us to look for solutions outside the culture of young people. They know what appeals to them, and they know what they ought to do. The slogan for today is, nothing about us without us. And we take that to heart at the Safety Networks. We listen to young people. We are a youth-driven movement. The future is theirs, and the future is today.